Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today's video is going to be slightly different from my vlogs. In today's video we're actually going to build a square fire pit. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet as quickly as possible. Please don't forget to leave a comment, make sure you leave a like, and if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I film vlogs, I do DIY like I was saying, but yeah, I just realized too that I never made an intro for this video. I actually filmed like 3 videos that day, so it must have just slipped my mind, I guess, but here you guys go. I actually want to cut out like all the way around, like all across the border, like take all the sod out, but then leave this like at this height, like leave these at this height, but then dig down on the inner side, like right here, dig down like at least a half a foot. So now that I laid out the brick, guys, I'm just gonna dig it out, starting from here. So I'm gonna remove the brick here and then just start peeling away all the sod. So guys, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I know typically people dig this out, but I want to try to keep the stone like this high. So the reason I did the outside is I want to put the stone right here because it's going to sit a lot nicer instead of having unlevel grass. In total we'll probably have about 2 to 3 feet. Legally you can only, like here in our country or city, legally here in our city you can only build a fireplace, I think, what is it, like 1.5 feet or something. I think it's even less than that. So so we're gonna go deeper. So now that I actually laid everything out, then we're gonna dig out all this sand here. I actually used this square over there to square everything, to make sure everything's straight. And I did slightly make it just a little bit bigger, so after when I dig it out, I can always square it off and make sure it's nice and tight before I glue all the brick on. So I'm gonna use this little mini shovel just to, you know, get into the corners properly. And then obviously I'm gonna use my trusty old wheelbarrow. So there we go, that's about half a foot right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually build up the blocks here, just at least one, just to see how deep it is. I think we're looking at about, I don't know, about that high right now. So I'm gonna measure and see, like, because I want to try to go at about a foot to 2 feet. At the end of the day, guys, I'm going off of what I want this fireplace to look like. I'm not going off of someone down YouTube that built it the exact same way. This is just what I want. And if you guys want to go like build it this way, you're more than welcome to. That's just the way I envisioned this fireplace to be. So this is how high it's going to be. I think that is pretty deep there already. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to level out the bottom there, and then whatever I had left over from the sand last time, I did have quite a bit left over. I'm gonna put that down in the bottom there. So anyways, I just put down the sand and everything. I was actually hoping to put these bricks down, lay them down, but these ones are slightly bigger so they don't fit. So it's just old bricks we had left over from previous jobs, I guess, sort of say. My next step is now I'm gonna take all these off and just make sure everything's leveled and squared and all that stuff. If you actually notice that I didn't quite go right to where the stone is, right on the inside, it's just because I don't want eventually the soil to cave in and all that stuff. So yeah, this should work. So now that I actually leveled out everything, you can use a little short level just to level everything and to make sure. I'm gonna clean up all the brick on top there and start gluing down the brick. So I'm going to use this PL400 right here. It's actually good for brick and it's good for this type of stuff like brick, adhesive, anything. It's going to seal really, really well. There we go, it's slowly starting to come together. I actually had that on backwards. I actually quickly had to flip it around. If you look at the bevels over here, there's small bevels. On the other side, it's actually pure flat. So I didn't realize that. So I quickly have to turn that around, which means I have to quickly get the second layer or third layer on. before this dries. Also guys, when you actually do a brick, like a brick fireplace like this one, make sure you stagger. See how I staggered my joints? You don't want to all put it at the same time, because then it flattens out. It supports each other as you go. You want to make sure the blocks don't get moved, just because it has try to leave it for about a good 8 hours to 12 hours, so the glue actually has time to set. So what I've actually done is added 2 blocks here. One's glued on and one is not, like same on the other side. That way I can actually, like, I'm hoping it'll work, like I can actually slip one out on either side to get some proper ventilation going through, and then when the night is done or whatever, you just slip it back in, and then you have an option of actually you know, having a hole there or not. It's just something I came up with, and hopefully it'll work. I didn't glue any of those 2, and I'm not going to glue the one on top there either. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see how it works, and I can do an update video on it if it works or not. The fire pit is officially done, guys. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate the love and support. And me and the wife have been wanting to build this for a really long time, so I finally got to it today. Anyways guys, make sure to leave a thumbs up, make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Here, I'll show you guys a 360. There you go, and then the inside. It's actually pretty deep. It's a little bit deeper than I thought it would be, but that's good. And then here are the blocks that I can eventually push out. I think it's that one there, so hopefully that works.